Hi everyone. As many of you know, my name is Ashley. I'm an attorney, a certified rehabilitation counselor, and a disability advocate. Today I'm going to share a really incredible experience I had over the weekend, which just reaffirms how I feel about the human species, that more people are good rather than bad. I made the annual trip up to the Upper Peninsula for my husband's family reunion. It's called Italian Fest. It's huge. They do it every year. It's about a 7 to 8 hour drive each way. So for my health, living with chronic illness, I have had to learn how to balance my health with the travel, just as I've learned to balance my health with working full time, and 99% of the time I do so very effectively. On rare occasions, when my surgically implanted medical device isn't working properly or as effectively, I at times will wind up with a pretty severe flare-up. One such flare-up happened on Saturday. I was enjoying a beautiful day at Italian Fest. It was sunny and jam-packed with music and fun, and my husband and his family and my dad, who's gone the past couple of years, they all bring coolers and they enjoy a few alcoholic beverages and dancing and snow cones and cotton candy, which I enjoyed because I can't drink for health reasons. And so we were all enjoying the lovely day. My dad left a little bit earlier than I had wanted to, so he went back to the place we were staying in Marquette. My husband and I stayed to enjoy more of the longer fun with his family. They have a tournament that we really love staying for every year, and so it was my goal to stay for that and to try to stay for the fireworks, which are much past my bedtime because the UP stays a lot later longer. But I really wanted to try. And that was probably not the best idea because I wound up in a very sudden and unexpected flare-up. I said to my husband, we need to go now. Because he had been enjoying some beverages with his family that day, I knew that I would be driving us back to the place we were staying. And I'd expected that and I'd planned for that. But my pain hit me like a truck. It was so brutal, and I thought I would have more time to make it to the car and make it back, and I was wrong. In the parking lot, I wound up falling to my knees because the symptoms were so severe, and a complete stranger came up to me, a woman named Tracy. Tracy, I had never met her before in my life. She was such a kind and generous person. She leaned beside me on the ground and was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm sure to an outsider, people probably thought I was just like maybe drunk or something. Or I don't know, but she leaned on the ground next to me and I explained to the best of my ability that my medical device wasn't working properly and I was just trying to get to the car to drive home. And she was like, "You are not driving. Like, you are in so much pain. You're shaking. Like, no, you're not driving." She's like, "Why do you have to drive?" And I explained, we'd been there all day. My husband had had some beers with his family and I didn't feel comfortable, with him driving, because I'm like very much against drinking and driving. That should go without saying. But Tracy said, no, like, you're not driving. And I said, I don't think I need to leave. And she was like, "Do you need, like, we can call an ambulance. You're going to the hospital, right?" And I think she realized at that moment that I was going to try to like tough it out. And being the angel she was like, no, you're going to the hospital, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess I probably should. And she said, "Okay, I'm driving you." So she jumped in the driver's seat of my car, of our Jeep, and drove my husband and I to the hospital. And she was willing to drive us to like a big hospital about 20 to 30 minutes away. And I said, no, it's okay. You can go to the smaller hospital as long as they have an emergency room. And so she drove me there. She had her wonderful friend following our Jeep to drive her back to Italian Fest after. And the entire time in the car, Tracy was really sweet and encouraging. And I could tell she had a lot of empathy for what I was going through. She asked me some questions so that she could run into the hospital and explain to them what was going on and to get me a wheelchair to wheel me in. I am so grateful for Tracy. I wish that I had the wherewithal at the time to get your last name. I'm hoping that this video finds you in some way, shape, or form. I cannot explain how much your kindness means to me. I have become really grateful for these random acts of kindness that come into my life because living with autoimmune disease is really hard, and it's something that I've unfortunately for a really long time weathered on my own. And so now that I have wonderful people in my life and the kindness of complete strangers that has proven to me that we don't have to go through these experiences alone. It's okay to accept kindness and help from others. I feel very blessed and I'm so grateful. So Tracy, if you're out there, thank you so much. Tracy's friend, thank you so much for immediately jumping in your car and following her to the hospital. Without the kindness of you two, I don't know what I would have done. You saved me money in an ambulance ride, which can be very expensive. You saved me moments of panic, not knowing how I could best handle the situation. You saved my husband from feeling so much guilt in not being able to drive me. And I'm just forever thankful and grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that this story inspires other people to step in and offer help in a stranger's time of need. Thanks.